We'll start on the left side. We'll start with tight end because it's easy to see. But Blake Smith transferred out. Max Wright, 5th year. We added Jaden Platt. Like I told you, you see how much tight end room we've got here. And this is why I kind of mentioned as I saw that we were running him as a wide receiver. Maybe we can do that here. I like the thought of him running comebacks like Jeff Fuller used to run. He's got the hands, I think, that remind me of Jeff Fuller as well. Just big paws. They just look like, just huge. We've got Donovan Green. We've got Jake Johnson, Garza and Ostrom. I mean, we're pretty well set here for quite a while. So it might make some sense for him to move out there. And as you saw, and you're getting ready to see, I'll just go ahead and do it now. This is left side wide receiver. Okay. So right over here, we're running Stewart. Preston's leaving. Lane transferred out. Marshall transferred out. Marshall went to Ole Miss. Wow. After all that talk on social media, huh? All right. All right, clown you. That's not Ole Miss, y'all. That's not on Ole Miss. I got nothing against them. It's all the clown talk. We know all about it though. So we're pretty thin over there on wide receiver. So could Platt maybe come in and work off of Stewart just a bit? It's an idea. It is an idea. Let's swing over the other side here. Okay, so no secret, you got Moose over here, right? Jackson backing him up. Anias, right? So these are the NFL potentials. So we could have some of these Blues go back. We pretty well sure Anias was leaving, but I don't think he's made it official just yet. And maybe it's something he wants to come back and solidify after his injury. Maybe he's not grading out as well as he might have liked. But Price have left, Brown have left. We're bringing in Tees. So we're looking a little bit better on the right side. Platt makes me think he would shore up the other side much better. And as I'm looking at these rooms, especially wide receiver, I'm thinking we've got some quality guys in here. Okay, Noah Thomas filled in a great role this last year. Man, right when we really needed him to as well. So feeling pretty good about it. I'd like to see a little bit more depth, but I'm not going to complain. One more wide receiver would really make me feel good between now and National Signing Day. So let's look at the right side of the line. You know Father's there. That's going to be a staple. Probably Foster's well in the middle. Wyckoff is an interesting option, though, because he played so much at center. Robinson's not necessarily going to the draft, but he can. But this is one I thought was probably going to end up staying. Behind him, Nabu, Bankhead, and we're bringing in T.J. Shanahan. Colton Thomason is got to come in because P.J. Williams moved out. That had to happen. We're maybe even thankful that happened. Not going to lie. So it has to happen. It is what it is. But we're pretty deep on the offensive line. And think about this. We've got a lot on here that we're really going to be working around, plugging and playing, trying to find the right combination. But most of these guys, I think, are pretty well set. I don't see maybe a lot of movement here. Maybe I think Dewberry's definitely a starter. Zune makes a lot of sense, but maybe that's a place where we're going to see a little bit more competition over the spring. Who could get out there? I don't know. Could Herb or Crown ever do any better? Are we going to continue to run, some 1 and 2 tight end sets? If we do that, I think it takes a lot off of Zune's plate, and we look much better. And I think we're just going to need to hammer that anyways, I hope. But either way, we're bringing in Bertrand, we're bringing in Besantis, we're bringing in Shanahan. Almost any one of them could really probably come in and give some meaningful minutes if they had to, but it would be really excellent to sit these guys. We've got the most depth, I think, out of all the positions on defensive and offensive line. So that's good. These were meat and potato places again, right? So if we solidify these places, we can work in all the skill positions. And we've got plenty of that skill position too. Look, let me pull you up here to QB. It's not working out for me for some reason. I can't get you a good view. How about that? I think you can see that. Now you know Weigman's on the top of the list, but we got Johnson backing him up. Marcel Reed makes us a decent 3 deep. King's out. Stowers out. They moved on. King went to, what, Georgia Tech, right? Haven't heard anything about Stowers yet. Running back room, Daniels and Moss, definitely 1 and 2 right now. A chain. Headed to NFL. Love to see where this guy goes. He's going to be extremely successful. Love that guy. LJ Johnson gone. We still have Crownover. He's got at least another year or 2. And he gave us some really meaningful play out of that I formation, right? But he can play the halfback position as well. And Ruben's bringing it in this next year, makes us look very, 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 very competent in the backfield. So, what do you think? Only thing I probably missed on here was special teams. Not even sure you can see it real well. I got that fixed for you. I can fix it somehow, some way. There we go. Maybe. Well, I'll narrate it for you, but you know who we've got. We've got Bond coming back. We've got Tyler White coming in. We've got a couple other guys that left. We got Alan Guerreri that left. Caden Davis left. Connor Choate's going to leave, so we're going to have a new 12th man and a new long snapper. And then I believe Constantino should be back as well. And I don't think there's any reason to think that that's not going to take place. So Tyler will just be filling in for him. But maybe it's a place we're going to have a little competition. Were you completely satisfied with the way Nick kicked us last year? I say that out of love, because if we're not going to talk about it, then it doesn't help people to think that they need to, pressure themselves to get better at their craft. So that's our depth chart. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?